What's up, guys? Jeremy Marquez here with jmarqeting. We call, you close more real estate listings and power prospecting. Getting ready to go live and make some calls. Give me a moment here while I get everything set up. Hope everybody's having a good Tuesday so far. We're going to be using the Vulcan 7 dialing platform. Just got to dial in real quick and we'll get started.
Thank you. Once you click the start button on your screen, your dial session will begin.
We're going to start off with some for sale by owners. So we're calling homeowners that have their property up for sale by owner. They're trying to avoid paying a commission. Just want to share the live stream and then we'll get moving and grooving, rocking and rolling. I still do have one opening. I only work with a few realtors at a time when it comes to my prospecting and cold calling. Right now, I'm working with a team, a brokerage down in St. Pete, and a high end realtor down in Los Angeles. So I have one spot available right now for my cold calling, my ISA service, and then I also offer my coaching and training. So I'm here to help one way or the other. At the end of the day, I'm here to help you guys get more listings. Okay. Looks like we're all set up. Let's just get right into the calls.
Hello? Hello?
Hi, is this Greg?
Yeah.
Hey, Greg, it's Jeremy over at Frank Albert's Realty.
Hi.
Calling about the property that you were selling on Merival. Did you get that sold or is it still available?
It's still available. We got it on Zillow about a week and a half ago.
Awesome. And looks like you're selling it for $449,900.
Yep.
Okay. Now, like I said, I work with Frank Albert's Realty, and I'm calling to see if you're open to working with agents if they brought you a buyer.
Well, it says it right on the Zillow thing that we would work with it. We'd give you a 2% if you bought the buyer.
2%. Awesome. And how much time in advance do you need to show it?
You can look at it at any time.
So if the property's vacant?
Yes.
Okay, great. Now, Greg,
And we have an agent friend that if we do decide to list it down the road, we're going to be listing it with her, but we probably won't need to because we've had lots of showings on it and two people are in the middle of talking about it. And
Well, you probably won't need to do that because the market's really hot. So, with that being said, if we have a buyer, we'll let you know.
Okay.
Have a good day.
Thanks.
So, if you just say a few things, ask a few questions, you can normally just be quiet and they will tell you everything you need to know when it comes to for sale by owners. If they need to list it, they have somebody that they're going to work with, and that's the reason why we're calling. He gave us that information, so we put that in there as FISBO buyer only and move forward on to the next. Okay. Once again, we're cold calling in the Tampa Bay, St. Petersburg, Florida market. This market is extremely hot right now. Properties are selling like that. As long as they're priced right, they're selling. And so these leads that I'm calling, they were listed about 2.5 weeks ago for sale by owner. So they've either sold already, they have hired a realtor to help them, which is why we're calling, or they're getting frustrated because it hasn't sold and they're ready to talk about hiring a realtor. So we're looking for the folks that are open to hiring a realtor that don't have one in place already. Maybe they have a friend or something like that that they know. Basically, for folks that are open to interviewing other teams for the role. And then I would set up an appointment for them to meet with Frank Albert Realty. And that's what we're doing here. Okay, this one's in Riverview, right down the street. We just sold a few properties right there. How's everybody's Tuesday going? Man, October's about done, right? Just getting the stream shared in a few more groups. And if you guys could like and share the stream, be greatly appreciated. As always, guys, if you have questions about what I'm doing, need some help with your cold calling, just go ahead and put your questions in the comments and we can interact that way. was a really bad connection. Okay, this one's at 300,000 for sale by owner. It's been listed since the 14th for sale by owner. I usually let it ring 3, 4, sometimes 5 times, and just move on to the next number or move on to the next lead. If they don't answer the phone by the 4th, 5th time, if they do ever answer the phone, they're going to be frustrated when they answer, so I just usually let it ring 3 to 5 times and then on to the next.
Hello, you've reached Tracy Berry. If you're calling about our home for sale at 3108 Melton Street North and you're a buyer, please leave your name and number and I'll give you a call back immediately. Hello, this is Laura and you've reached my cell phone. Please leave me a...
Laura seemed like a very happy person. I normally make anywhere from 500 to 1,000 dials a day. I have a couple of different call campaigns that I work with. So, realtors, agents, and brokers, they hire me in my services rather than hiring an assistant or delegating to one of these big box companies. I've been doing this full time now for realtors for almost 5 years, and I really enjoy it. In the last 6 months, I've rolled out my coaching services for agents and brokers and for teams, because not every agent is in a position to where they can budget a service like this, or let's say they still have enough time on their hands to where it makes more sense for them to do it on their own. And I suggest that any real estate agent, when they get into the business, that they cold call. They get in there and put in the work. My students that are in the program, that's what I teach them to do. Hi, Brad.
Hello. Hello.
Hi, Brad.
Yes.
Jeremy over at Frank Albert's Realty calling about the property on Berkshire.
Sorry, Cole.
Oh, don't be sorry. Congratulations.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
Okay, all right. Sorry, it's sold. He must have a little sticky note by the phone saying, if an agent calls, tell him, sorry, it's sold. Okay. On to the next.
Hello?
Hi, Linda.
Yes?
Hi, it's Jeremy over at Frank Albert's Realty about your unit number 116A.
Yes?
Did you get that sold or is it still open?
It's still for sale.
Okay, great. Are you working with a realtor if they bring you a buyer?
We are not.
No buyer's agents.
No.
Okay, good luck on getting it sold.
All right, thank you. Bye.
Simple. What we do is put it in there for dead for now, and then we'll follow up in 2 weeks to see if anything's changed. That's probably why it's still for sale, because they're not offering a commission. Just shows me that they're not a very motivated seller. They're just looking for somebody to take the bait. And it will happen in this market. There's just no room for us. Slamming doors. Hello, Mr. Clerk. Alright, this one's right down the street from a property we just sold. I'm gonna get somebody on the phone. Call them right back. This is literally like 2 or 3 blocks away from a property that we sold. I made a cold call about a month and a half. Next day, our team went out and listed the property. We sold the property in less than a week. It all starts with dials, guys. Lots and lots of dials. This type of stuff does not happen unless you make the dials. 20% of transactions every year, 20% come from prospecting. Any realtor would be silly not to be prospecting or hiring somebody to do it for
Say your
him.
name after the tone, and Google Voice will try to connect you.
When I say silly, I mean something else, but I'm just being nice.
Hello. Please state your name after the tone, and Google Voice will try to connect you.
This is Jeremy with Frank Albert's Realty. Screening the call. Let's see if she answers. That was weird. Just disconnected. It's okay. Maybe she'll call back. On to the next. But things are going really good for this campaign. The last couple of days, we had a couple of leads converted. One of them we're going to be meeting with this weekend. It's a FISBO. If you guys were watching the live session yesterday, it's the guy that I spoke to that lived out of town. They had already moved. So they need some help selling the property. It's kind of hard to sell your property when you're now living in a different area. And it makes sense to hire a team to take care of it. That way you don't have to keep coming back and forth to show and that type of thing. You know, the thing is, when you first put it up for sale, it makes sense, you know, to try it. But then once you start getting some interest and he starts getting busy, selling a property when you don't live in that area, it's not very easy. There's a lot of commuting, not very convenient. And, usually, even if you sell it on your own, you're probably going to lower the price point lower than what you would if you just hired a realtor and paid the commission. Realtor will get it done, let it sell it for the most that the market will allow for, protect your interest, handle all of the marketing, handle all of the showings. You can just sit back and wait for us to handle the job for you. We are making live cold calls. I am live on Facebook. There's a link in the bio for jmarqeting. Come hang out. Let's make some calls. Let's talk some trash. Let's have some fun. Live cold calls. I am live on Facebook. Come make it live. Well, that's a nice one. 700,000. Let's see if we can get her on the phone. Sometimes, if it's a higher price point in a particular area, I'll give it special attention. Like, I'll send a text message and maybe call a few times to see if we can get him on the phone.
Hello?
Hi, this is Jeremy over at Frank Albert's Realty calling from Maryland.
Speaking?
Hey, Marilyn, reaching out about the property on Hawkins. Did you get that sold or is it still available?
It's still available.
Okay, great. Looks like you have it for sale by owner.
Yes, I do.
Awesome. So, like I said, with Frank Albert's Realty, we work with quite a few buyers and sellers, and I was curious if you consider working with an agent that had a buyer.
That has a buyer?
Yes,
For
ma'am.
Sure, I would.
Okay, got it. Okay.
Yes.
Couple of quick questions. Do you live there still, or is it vacant?
Um, it's kind of both. I mean, we've moved to Georgia already, but we're staying there till it sells, so we could be out quick.
Got
The
it.
perk to that house is that it has a 4,000 square foot shop, and the information that's actually in the Zillow is not the correct information. Like what they have the house assessed at and all that is not the correct information, because they've got it listed as a 3.2 when it's actually a 6.4.
Okay, keep talking. I'm taking notes.
Okay. The home was actually built in 1918. It has heart pine floors.
Oh, wow.
We put two additions on it. We've got the upstairs in 89 years had never been refinished, and we've refinished the upstairs and put 2 bedrooms and an office up there with a bathroom.
Okay,
And then we
nice.
put an addition on the back that has a huge master suite with great big walk-in closet, a shower that 6 people could get in. So,
Okay.
it's got the tall ceilings, 9-foot ceilings. Got a wraparound front porch. It goes across the front and down one side.
Wow.
It sits on an acre.
Okay.
It sits on a full acre. But the way it's positioned in that neighborhood, it's like you don't really have a neighbor,
Mm.
just because of the location. But the big shop, the main body of the shop is 40 by 60. And then there's an addition onto that. We used to have our business there. It was a kitchen and bath business.
Okay.
My husband got disabled, and we sold all the equipment. So now it's just one great big massive shop that we don't need anymore. And so there's actually a couple of other outbuildings. There's like a lawnmower shop, shed, and a little, I called it my canning cottage. I've got a gas stove and all that out there where I used to do a lot of home canning, like for prepping.
Oh, okay.
And it's in rural Plant City, which is you're 15 minutes from I-75. You're probably less than that to I-4, and 5 minutes from County Line Road. So you're at a good central location.
Well, I'm looking at the photos. Are these your photos or previous?
They're my photos.
Oh, they look great. Did you get them done professionally, or did you do them?
My daughter did them.
Ah.
She's got a really good camera, and she did them. So
Nice. Okay. Well, are you guys? So you're still in town?
actually, I'm in Hiawassee, Georgia at the moment.
Okay.
On a big lake.
Okay. How much? Well,
But my husband's there.
oh,
My
he is.
husband's there.
Okay, because
So, yep.
I'd
So
like.
do you have a buyer that wants to look at it?
Not yet. I'm calling to set up a time for us to preview it first.
Oh, well, I'm not there, and I don't. It may be 2 weeks before I actually get back.
So your husband wouldn't show it?
I prefer not because of his disability.
Oh, that's right. Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense.
Yeah.
So you're not gonna be back around for a couple of weeks?
Probably not.
Okay. Okay. Well, let's.
Now, if you had a potential buyer, I would make arrangements. But if it's just for your firm to look at it, the pictures speak pretty loud, and with the square footage, with the shop and all. I mean that's.
Yeah, and that's with everything you told me, that'd be one of the reasons why we want to look at it, because we do have buyers who are interested in the area, and we want to look at it first before presenting it to them.
Right. something that I'm going to sign on with a real estate firm right at this point in time.
Not our intention at this point either. Typically, really, we want to see what we can do to help you get it sold. And so if we had a buyer, great. If down the line you needed help with anything else, we can help that too. The bottom line is this market's really hot right now. You probably won't even need a realtor. What I'd like to do is
I'd still split commission if somebody had a potential buyer.
Yeah.
You know?
Okay.
So,
well, I'll talk to the.
Keep my number handy, and if you want to, if you have someone that may be interested, call me back, and I would come home sooner if that were the case.
Yeah, and I'm not going to BS you and say we do, and then turn around and try to pull something on you. That's just not how we do business. So.
I've already had that happen, and that's why I'm being cautious.
Well, unfortunately, there are some of our competitors that do business like that, and they have to do things like that to get things done, but we don't.
Right. Okay, well, keep my number handy, and if you want to call me back, if you do potentially have someone, and I could call you back when I get back home if that works for you.
Yeah, and how long do you plan to try it on your own before considering using a realtor?
I'm not sure. I mean, we already have a second home, so it's not like I'm pressured to sell immediately or anything, and I'm already 90% moved already.
Okay.
So I don't really know.
Okay, fair enough.
I just threw it out there just to see what would happen, while I'm moving.
And have you got any offers yet?
No.
Okay. Well, I'm going to talk to the team. If we have a buyer, we'll reach out. If not, and then when you plan to come back around, if you could just let us know, and then we can just go from there. And I'd like to just keep in touch and see how we can help one way or the other.
Oh, absolutely. Yep, that works for me.
Would it be okay to just send you? Would it be okay just to send you one email with our resume so you know who we are if we don't send a bunch of emails to you?
Yes, that would work.
What's the best email, Marilyn?
Marilyn Hicks 24 at gmail.com.
First name or last name 24 at gmail.com?
Correct.
Okay, well, I'll send you one email by the end of the day, and let's just keep in contact, and we'll let you know if we have a buyer, or because you let us know when you plan to be back around.
I certainly will.
Okay, have a good Tuesday afternoon.
And send me a text with your name and phone number on it, please.
Okay, so I can text this number?
Yes, you can.
Okay, so send you a text, send you an email to Marilyn Hicks. You said 84 at gmail.com?
No, 24.
I'm sorry. 24. Okay, 24. Okay, I'll send that over by text and email by the end of the day.
Very good. Thank you so much.
Have a good
day.
Thank you.
You too. Bye-bye.
Bye. All right, guys. So you guys heard the conversation. Marilyn is a very nice woman. Right now, she's not trying to list it quite yet. However, down the line, if needed, she will. So with that being said, that's considered a warm lead. We turn that into a nurture and send her that email, send her that text, and just stay in contact. It's a good opportunity. And the team will take a look at it, and if we have a buyer, of course, we'll let her know. But I never mislead them to think that we actually have a buyer. That's how I open the conversation for that reverse selling technique. But we never mislead them and actually tell them we have a buyer just to get face-to-face. Doesn't make any sense. Especially because you'd be coming all the way back from Georgia and then meet with us and then find out that we don't even have a buyer. That right there would just end the opportunity. There would be no opportunity in the future to even work with her. I'm going to send her that text, send her that email, put her on calendar, assign her to one of the agents, and move on to the next. I'm going to go ahead on that. Let me see if you guys have any questions here in the live. I think it'd be a good time to go ahead and end this live session. And if you guys have any questions, comments, need any help at all with your prospecting, reach out. I'm Jeremy Marquez with jmarqeting. We call, you close. More real estate listings. Have a great day, guys.